Now, let's begin the investigation in earnest. Have you met the Phantom of the Opera, Viscount de Chagny? I saw him myself on this very stage. He took her right in front of me. Everyone, may I have your attention, please? If anyone here is the Phantom, could you please raise your hand? But Viscount de Chagny, I don't see anyone who might be the Phantom around here. Did the Phantom do anything else other than abduct Miss Daae? The Phantom is the most treacherous villain. He repeatedly imprisoned and threatened Christine. He can project his voice so he is heard without being seen, and haunts people with his voice. He's also the culprit behind the bouquet murder, the chandelier accident, and the croaking toad incident. The toad incident? The toad? Then the suspect must be here. The person involved in the series of events regarding Miss Daae. Viscount de Chagny, could you tell who I was speaking of? You mean Carlotta Alonso? That's right, you have a natural knack for detective work. Miss Alonso, could you have abducted Miss Daae out of envy so that Miss Daae couldn't take the stage ever again? Just like how she mobilized her friends on the day she croaked. And here she is. Carlotta Alonso, you are under arrest. Oh, I always wanted to say that. But I already apologized for Christine. Viscount de Chagny witnessed him himself. I haven't spoken a harsh word for Christine since I left this opera house. That's what you think. The last part isn't true. Miss Alonso, you called me insignificant while Christine was watching. What gives you the right to insult me so? Then what gives you the right to deny your insignificance? I'm being nice for Christine's sake, but open your mouth again, I'll pickle your damn face. That woman, I wish she could win a fight with my drill sergeant Bernard. Hola, Puck, would be so thrilled if I were really the culprit. I'm never going to return to this miserable opera house again. Adios. Women are the petty fighting, I tell you. Shall we move on to the next suspect? What do you mean, next suspect? That person is on this stage. Although I'll be quite solid, that must even be more suspicious. What that person doing while no one had their eyes on that person? Viscount de Chagny, do you know who I'm speaking of? The managers, right? Because they didn't see anything. Well, I thought it was. Oh! Me? No. Can't be me. It's gotta be one of the fucking managers. I clicked their face. Those two could have unknowingly assisted the Phantom even if they didn't abduct Christine themselves. And Mr. Marshman, stop pretending to be in shock. Viscount de Chagny, excellent, you're doing great. Dear managers, your gentlemen are under arrest. Phantom is under arrest now? Mr. Mosseri, I swear on this cursed managership, we've been in the manager's office all this time because we were worried about the damn Phantom would do something. We didn't even have the luxury of thinking about leaving the room, let alone doing anything to Miss Daae. Phantom, you just give me my money back. It doesn't appear that the two gentlemen are lying. Well, one of them would be barely speaking at all. How can you tell that they're not lying? Take a look at Mr. Richard's eyes. His eyes are like most of innocent puppies. Who knows who... Oh my god, I can't read. Who knows not how to lie? What? According to another piece of information I just received, there's another very likely suspect on the stage. What? You mean the Phantom is here? Not the Phantom, but a very likely suspect. Commissary, now is not the time for detective games. I already know who the culprit is. But there's no evidence, Viscount de Chagny. If the suspect is the Phantom and an angel, as you say, then who is the Phantom? Why did he commit such a crime? How is he also an angel? Are you seriously asking that question? Because I know who the suspect is. You claim the Phantom is the suspect, so where's the evidence? Everyone, if this was a test, I'd fail as I answered a question with a question. That's why I had to repeat the grade twice. Wait, Mr. Commissary, I am a witness? I can testify. Viscount de Chagny, sounds like you know the Phantom very well, perhaps too well. A corporate acquaintance or eyewitnesses are always the first to be seen as suspects. Forget it, Mr. Commissary. Just tell me who you think this next suspect is then. He's probably innocent anyway. The real culprit is the Shh, enough with the Phantom, please. I am a policeman, not an exorcist. Although I do attend church quite diligently. If you cannot figure out who the next suspect is, I'll give you a hint. This person is very well acquainted with Christine Daae. What? A friend of Christine's, you say? Oh, in my opinion, not just a friend of Miss Daae. Viscount de Chagny, do you know who I'm speaking of? Myself? Hold on, are you referring to me? What do you mean I'm a suspect? Like I said, people who are close to the culprit always are the first to be seen as suspects. And since you, Viscount de Chagny, not only know the culprit, but you also know the victim, Miss Daae, it makes you twice as suspicious. So it does. According to an anonymous tip, Mr. MazM, the coachman who knows you very well, asked me to pass this on. You were going to leave the opera house with Miss Daae tonight, weren't you, Viscount de Chagny? That's right. And you prepared a coach and luggage for that. Yes, commissary. Very well, I suppose this makes it look like I could be a kidnapper. But I'm innocent. Christine was taken right in front of my eyes. And if I did kidnap Christine, why would I be here playing detective with you? Oh, you're right. I knew you had a knack for investigation. Then let's look at the case from a different perspective. The carriage you took here was waiting for you. Is that correct? It's true. Then did you see our other carriages around it? I don't know, maybe a few. Then say that one of the carriages disappeared when the news about Miss Daae's disappearance was announced. This missing carriage. This is the key to the case. Missing carriage? Does that mean Eric left the opera house? A man like Eric must know a more discreet way out of the theater. And so here's the final conclusion of Miffwood's detective work. Are you all ready to hear who the culprit is? It's Eric, I tell you! The carriage was gone at the same time Miss Daae disappeared. And was rented by Count de Chagny. Philip de Chagny? I'll say it again. The carriage that disappeared from the upper house just now was rented by the Count. What do you mean? Huh? What I mean is... The Count was opposed to you marrying Miss Daae, correct? That is a family matter. But the important thing here is that he was against the marriage. Regrettably, it seems that the Count has decided to take the most drastic measure to stop you. By drastic measures, you mean... Count de Chagny was the one who abducted Christine Daae. Excuse me, but I saw the Phantom take Christine. So nothing comes from a family honor after all, not even brotherly love, morality, or respect for the law. What a hypocrite, the Count. He should look back on his own past behavior before doing such a thing to his own little brother. No, the Count couldn't have. Sorely, wait! What part did Philip play in this? When Eric kidnapped Christine? Wait, what if It was Philip who took Christine and not Eric. He saw the chance to stop me and get rid of Christine at the same time? According to the anonymous tip, your brother hopped on the carriage and hurried across the center of Paris right after Miss Dahlia disappeared. Philip, so this is how you want to play it. Protecting the Chagny honor, but at what cost? For your information, he's said to have headed towards the Brussels Road and shortcut in the station. There's a place nearby that makes the most delicious cup of coffee. If we hurry, we could catch up with them. Thank you so much. I hope you'll bring Miss Dahlia back safely. Now, what do you think? This is much more effective than having to hear him go on about some phantom, is it? Wait, by that you mean the Count abducting Miss Dahlia was just a hypothesis of mine. What? But you sounded so sure of yourself. Well, I used the Viscount to verify if my hypothesis about his brother was right. Honestly, I have no clue what the Count is doing or where he is. I see. Well, you didn't earn my position for nothing. That is impressive, Mr. Commissary. That is the latest investigation technique in Paris that everyone seems to think is complicated. I have no idea why. The key is to make the civilians help with the police work. Now let us uncover the cause of the light to go out. So, what are you going to do with my money? I don't know what Philip is up to, but I must find him at once.